Hello, data analysts and data scientists, and really data people in general. My name is Greg, and I run Data Independent, a learning platform for data analysts all over the world. And you've just tuned in to our next edition of Should I Join a Data Bootcamp series. I went to a data bootcamp and I've had a career in data afterwards, which I want to help distill more information for you as you make your decision. So today, is the third or fourth or fifth video, and we're focusing directly on the question, should you join a data bootcamp? Now, the way I like to frame this question is around what do you put in and what comes out? And then we're also going to talk about your goal. So to start us off here, when you think about this question, should you join a data bootcamp? Well, it's really important to think about what do you put in? And so what goes in? Like what are the physical inputs and monetary inputs into a bootcamp? Well, it's likely going to cost you around 17K. Now, before you get all crazy on me, I know that there's a wide variety of boot camps and how much they cost out there. The one I'm talking about right now is the 12-week full-time boot camp. Make sure to change these numbers for whatever your situation precipitates. Now, you're going to put in 17K. You're going to put in 12 weeks of your time. You're going to give up the stability of your current job. So this is assuming that you're going to leave your job to go do this boot camp. And you're also going to take on a career transition risk. Now, what I mean by this is if you leave your current job, you're going to give up that salary, and you're also going to take a risk and hope that you're able to get a job on the other end of that boot camp. Now, those are pretty risky. Now, no pain, no gain, no risk, no reward. However, you need to make sure that you're comfortable with putting in those with those risks. Now, what comes out of a data boot camp? So if you put all those things in, what comes out? Well, you get a new hard technical skill, which is pretty valuable, and there's a lot of market for it. Usually it's going to be Python. You get another hard technical skill, which is basic statistical analysis. And so this is getting better at applying data science algorithms and really handling data in general. That's another hard skill. A bit more soft, but another hard skill. You're going to get a brand name on your resume. So all of a sudden, you're going to be able to put the Data Bootcamp's name on your resume. Now, that is a good thing, yes, but I want you to be very critical as to like what that actually means and how much weight does that actually pull. We'll save that for another video as well, but the TLDR is it used to be more important than it is right now. What else do you get? Well, you also get student connections and a network. So what this means is you're going to be in this cohort with other students and you're going to bond and forge connections with them, which are valuable afterwards as well. And then finally, you're going to get light career counseling, which is salary negotiations and job finding support. Now, what I mean to say by this last point and why I say light career counseling is because it's not necessarily a boot camp's job to get you a job. The boot camp's job is to help you learn and help you grow and give you the tools to find your job. So light career counseling, yes. However, don't expect that you'll get a job coming out of a boot camp, which is another point I wanted to make. Notice what's not underneath this what comes out. I did not put a data job. And the reason why is because that is a whole nother topic, and that's a whole nother set of energy you're going to have to put somewhere to try to find a data job. It's not going to come directly out of a boot camp. Way too many people that I talk to make the assumption that if you do a boot camp, then you'll get a job. You're going to have to earn that job, and I've seen a bunch of people do it, but it takes time. So so if that's the what comes in and what comes out, let's move over to the goal framework, which is the really like, what is your goal framework? I'm just going to put this right. Goal framework. So what is your goal framework? Now, what I mean to say with this one is if you think about your goal, which it could be, I want to earn more money. I want to get a data job. I want to become a data scientist, whatever your goal may be. I'm going to guess that a boot camp can get you to that goal. It's one route that you could take to get to that goal. However, there's a lot more routes that you could take to get to that goal. So instead of starting with a boot camp and thinking of a solution to your problem, think about your problem first and list out all the different ways that you could get to that, all the different solutions you could get to that goal. So for example, if your goal is to get a data job, well, What are all the other ways that you could try to get a data job instead of a boot camp? What if instead of 12 weeks of a boot camp, you did 6 weeks of self-study and 6 weeks of crushing the job search and really just honing your skills and making your personal brand really bona fide? It's a different route that you could take. What if your goal is to make more money? Well, boot camp is going to cost a whole bunch of money. In fact, you're not going to make any money during a boot camp, so why would you do that to make more money? Now, of course, you could see the logic here. I do a boot camp to get a job to make more money. But really, what I'm trying to stress here is you need to break down your goal and break down what it is going to take to get you to that goal. Don't just automatically assume that a boot camp is going to be the only answer for it. Okay? So that is the should I join a data boot camp? The TLDR of this is basically there's no right answer. It completely depends on your situation, and I want to help give you the tools to evaluate your own situation so you can make your own decision. Now, tune in to other questions within this series. We're going to start to break down a whole bunch of other ones, like couldn't I learn all of this on my own for free? Should I do a master's program? What won't you learn in a data boot camp? And go from there. Thank you, guys.